Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It is so cold. It is so cold. I've got the stuffy head, the runny nose, the stuffy ears. So I might snuff. I don't know if you can see how raw my nose is, but it's pretty raw. But at 4:30 this morning, I already had. Well, I got up at 3:30, so by 4:30, I got out, got all the waters. Um, I got Solomon fed. I had made dog food and chicken food, so they had homemade, warm, comforting food this morning. Solomon, of course, 4:30. Of course, that's a long time before daylight. So got him some fresh water, gave him his food, checked everything out. He was good to go. After he ate and drank a little bit, I know that the next round I made, he was curled up like I am good to go. So I knew his belly was full. I knew he was warm. So I just left him. Um, I've changed out his water probably 3 times since then because it is so cold. It's just freezing. Lily, trying to keep her water thawed even with her heater and heat lamp. It's still, I think it was 21 degrees in there or something like that at one point in time this morning. And that's with it running. So by 9:30, I looked at the thermometer. It was 11 degrees, and that's after the daylight has been up for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So it was 11 at that time. I don't know what it was at 4:30 when I started my rounds outside. I'm in here. I'm getting warm. I'm getting ready to go do another round. I just finished doing a water round. Now I'm going to go do a water snack round. So, I mean, it's just round after round after round until everybody is up for bed, and then that's when I can relax. Um, when it's this cold, I have to, I have to be on top of it. I cannot let them go thirsty. I cannot let them go without getting everything they need. And I'm very concerned about my chicken that's going through molt, the spring chicken. She is just a pitiful mess. And you're like, well, chickens do that. But this little girl, I mean, she's really having it rough. Um, yeah, she looks rough. Last night she was confused, and so I picked her up and I carried her around and put her in the other side of the cabana, and she panicked on me. I was going to go ahead and put her in that box where she likes to lay at night, and she was completely flipped out on me. So, poor little sweetheart. I just, poor little sweetheart. So, I'm drinking my honey ginger tea with honey in it. I really wish I had some whiskey because I could use a hot toddy. I'm just saying, if I had whiskey, I'd be drinking a hot toddy right now. Of course, I'd probably have to lay down and luge through all of my paths around to all my animal areas. That might be funny. But anyway, let's get to this. I have been watching the Pig-seth um, confirmation hearing with the senators. And of course, I've been listening to it on and off because I've had to take Great Danes out, in and out. I've had to do water rounds and food rounds and dishes and this and that and everything. But I've been listening to it. I mean, it was over 4 hours, so that's a lot of rounds for me to do. So I'd have to sit down and watch for a little bit. So anyway, I will say this: um, the questions that he refused to answer, when he refused to answer those questions, proved to me that he is a loyalist to Trump and not a patriot to the Constitution. And that's basically what I have to say about MAGA supporters. They are not patriots to the Constitution. They are loyalists to Trump and Trump's regime and what he decides. Whenever Pig-seth was asked directly, if he gave you an order to do something that was unconstitutional, would you do it or would you tell him no? He would not answer. He would do whatever um, you know, the criminal king asked him to do. So Pig-seth is a loyalist. He is not for the Constitution, which is absolutely scary. And this is where people are so confused about the word patriot. when all these people were saying, well, we're patriots and we're patriots and we're patriots. Well, you're not. You're a loyalist because you okay everything Trump has done, will do, and could do. Okay? Um, you are the grand old party, right? No, you're not. You're MAGA. It's different. Because I don't believe the grand old party would elect a criminal for their candidate for president. I just, it's going to be sickening. I hope that people are prepared for this because this regime is going to do things that you have never seen a regime do before. Um, Pig-seth really worries me. Pig-seth has that connection with the militia groups, the white supremacist militia groups, so on and so forth. And it would not surprise me that he would commission them to go into the streets to help with the mass deportation or with protests or whatever. That is a way to get out of saying that you are um, having the military go against the civilians, which he said he didn't deny that he would do that. Some of the specific questions were, you know, if Trump said for you to do something that was unconstitutional, would you do it? And he says, whatever President Trump asked me to do, I would do. Um, okay, so the last person that was in the Trump the Trump regime that was asked to shoot protesters in the legs did not do it. This time around, Pig-seth would do that. And what's even worse about that is the only reason that Trump wanted them to shoot the protesters in the legs was that he could go across the street and stand at a church with a Bible upside down and have a photo of him. I don't think it's okay for civilians to be shot by the military or anybody. But Pig-seth said he would do whatever Trump asked him to do. So you have loyalists and you have patriots. And the loyalists, they're going to run amok. They're going to do whatever Trump says. When he was asked would he take the military against Greenland, it was all about what Trump wanted. It's whatever he wants. That's a loyalist. And so even if he took the oath, he would be breaking his oath for to the Constitution for Trump's regime. So let's remember, if you are MAGA and you're a Trump supporter, you are not a patriot. Once again, I have to make this clear. Because what you're getting ready to see is very, very loyalist-like behavior to Trump. And if you're okay with having a criminal king, well, I'll live through it. But here's the deal. We're all going to live through it together, and it may hurt you in the long run, too. So, just remember that. And also remember something. When you say you're a patriot, and you're not, that's a lie. Okay? Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I got to get back out there. I really want to finish up my tea, but I think I let it get cold, so I'm going to have to heat it up. It's miserable out there. I feel so bad for my little animals. I just do. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Stay warm.